Welcome to the Shabby and Man Podcast. We are partners, parents, podcasters, broadcasters,
and everything else in between.
My name is Shabby. I grew up in India, mostly in Delhi, where I started my career in broadcasting after getting a master's in political science, believe it or not.
It sounds hard to believe. If she's shabby, I must be man. Now, I was born and raised in London, but my parents sent me to a boarding school in the foothills of the Himalayas.
And then what happened?
Well, one thing led to another, and then I ended up back in Delhi on radio doing a lot of rock, pop. I actually even did a weekend breakfast show with you.
That's right. We ended up on Weekend Breakfast together. And then soon after, we decided to get married.
You mean when we were doing the show, we weren't married?
We weren't married when we started doing the show. We got married and then it was all downhill from there. I'm kidding, of course.
You might be kidding.
Yes. We quit radio in India. We moved continents. We moved to your city, London. We ended up having 2 kids. And then we kind of lost a decade of our lives doing what most parents do.
That would be the school run, I take it.
That's right. But now we are kind of back in the
Well, you
swing
eased
of
yourself
things.
back into the media.
Yeah.
You've written a book. You've been on TV. You still do your radio show. You're back on radio.
And about 2 years ago, we decided to go the podcast way and start the Shabby and Man Podcast. And since then, we've been chit-chatting about life as we've known it, as we've lived it, loved it, in 2 of the greatest cities in the world.
So what do we actually talk about?
Everything, really. Books, travel.
Kids.
Yeah.
Bollywood.
There's a lot of Bollywood.
There's a lot of Bollywood. Music.
Yeah. Parenting.
Yeah, of course. Coffee. I love coffee. There's serious things as well. There's home. There's identity.
That's right. And there's a reference to Stephen Fry or
Dina wali chutney.
Bundi ke laddu, all kinds of things.
So there's a bit of Hindi. हाँ.
बिल्कुल हिंदी के मुहावरे बॉलीवुड के डायलॉग्स आपको सब सुनने को मिलेंगे served up as an aperitif.
You mean hors d'oeuvre?
No, I mean aperitif.
Oh, by the way, there's a little bit of bickering as well.
A little. Please don't forget to download, listen, subscribe, review, and recommend the Shabby and Man Podcast.
Oh, first things first, just tune in.